You're doing no better than the Christians. In fact, you're worse than the Christians. Because people have found this truth and they come to you and expect to be taught truth, and you doing no different than what the Christian is, but putting a little Hebrew spin on it. That's foul, brothers. That's foul. Alright. Acts chapter 13. I'm going to start reading at verse 44, because remember, these brothers say, hey, Gentile is not the white man. Gentile is Gentile is not the European. Gentile is the Israelites that had the European mindset. Okay, if you say that, then what is Shaul talking about right here in Acts chapter 13, verse 44? And on the next Shabbat, almost all the city came together to hear the word of Yah. Verse 45. This is Acts chapter 13, verse 45. I just read verse 44. It says, but when the Israelites saw the crowd, they were filled with jealousy, and contradicting and speaking evil, they opposed what Shaul was saying. They opposed what the Apostle Paul was saying. For those of you that don't know, his true name is Shaul. That's his true name. Now we got right here, it already mentions the Israelites, because there was Israelites living in Europe too. We have been scattered, man. We had been taken all over the place. And so there was Israelites up there too. But when they heard Shaul speaking, they were angry at what he was saying. And then verse 46. But speaking boldly, Shaul and Barnabas said, it was necessary that the word of Yah should be spoken to you first. But since you throw it away and judge yourself unworthy of everlasting life, see, we turn to the Gentiles. Verse 47. For so the Master has commanded us, I have set you a light to be a light to the Gentiles, that you should be for deliverance to the ends of the earth. And when the Gentiles heard this, they were glad and praised the word of Yah, and as many has been appointed to everlasting life believed. So these were Europeans, and yes, Europeans can get salvation. You who are saying that other lie, that they cannot, you're lying. Because in the kingdom, Yahushua said that the children of the kingdom are going to be outside of the kingdom with gnashing teeth, and others are going to be gathered, and they're going to be inside the kingdom. He said, I have sheep that are not of this fold. He's talking about the others that are going to be brought into the fold of Israelites. You read Ezekiel chapter 47 verses 21 and 22, and I'm going to close out with those scriptures. So you see right here that Shaul made a distinction between the Israelites. He said this word had to be brought to you first, Israel, but since you found yourself unworthy to hear it, like these brothers out here shouting these lies, he said, lo, we turn to the Gentiles. The Gentiles were the white European nations, and they got salvation for hearing the word of Yah. Continue reading, read the entire Acts 13 and see how happy those Gentiles were for those brothers to come to the city to teach them. But yet these stiff-necked Israelites, you always have a problem with them. And Yah himself validated and said that. Read Ezekiel chapter 3, I believe it is, where Yah said, hey, listen, I'm sending you to a people, not a foreign speech. I'm sending you to a people that speak the same language as you do, Ezekiel. But if I was to send you to a people that was of a foreign speech, they would listen. But I'm sending you to a rebellious house who's not going to listen to you. Yah knows Israel. Yah already know your behavior. So we're going to close out with this right here. In the book of Ezekiel, we call him Yazequel, because that's his true Hebrew name. Yazequel in chapter 47 verse 22, and this is what it says. For those that want to say that the European cannot get salvation, this is what Father Yah has to say about that. 47 verse 21 and 22, I'm sorry. Chapter 47 verses 21 and 22, it says, and you shall divide this land among yourselves, and according to the tribes of YSRAYL. This is talking about after we have been brought back into the kingdom. Then verse 22 says, and it shall be that you divide it by a lot, by an inheritance for yourself natural born Israelites, and for the stranger who sojourns in your midst, and who bears children among you, and they shall be to you as native born among the children of YSRAYL. With you they have an inheritance in the midst of the tribes of Israel. So we say that they're going to have children with you. The stranger refers to all the other nations other than the children of Israel. They have grabbed upon us. They have taken hold of the covenant, and Yah said they can come into the kingdom, and all the children that they have, they're native born Israelites in the eyesight of Yah, not the eyesight of man. So I tried to rush this so I can give you just a 10-minute overview. We're going to have other videos that we're going to put on our website that you only get 10 minutes here with YouTube, but we're going to go other routes where we can put full 2 and 3 and 4 hour videos up, where we can sit down and we can really go through this book and really tear it apart to explain it to you, to show you what the truth of the Most High has to say versus what others are teaching. Remember, Satan is the father of lies. Whenever you see lies, you're seeing the adversary. I'm going to leave you in peace. May Yah bless. Shalom.